All right, here. I was absolutely. What in the dickens? Okay.
Finished. And for a while I couldn't really work it out. I thought, was he really passing over an olive branch when the two of them have been so hideous at a time when they knew that Harry's grandmother was so ill, and also to his father, William, Harry's father. And then I thought, well, it could be two things. One is what you said, that they're not going to do tit for tat. But the other one that I thought it could be was that they would want to clear themselves. They don't want anybody complaining that they didn't make an effort. So they did make an effort, a huge effort. And you could see it was extremely awkward. Catherine was usually so chatty and warm. She was right over past William and didn't really look. She just looked ahead. And I thought it was that if Harry and Meghan don't take that to make a change, and Harry brings out his memoirs, and Meghan, who has said, I can say what I like, I didn't say anything, then their popularity will sink through the floor, because no one could take that sort of behaviour when the family had had such an enormous loss.
Lady Victoria Harvey, it was a historic moment. It felt important for the country. Did you buy into it?
I think it was very important for everybody to see them together, to show that unity. It's something I'm sure that the Queen has been wanting for a very long time. And, it happened. It was a surprise. And I think hopefully Harry will continue this and with Meghan, and they will start making a big effort to show solidarity to their father now.
Ingrid Tarrant, it's obviously a shame it took the Queen's death to make Harry realise that, given that earlier this week he was actually briefing, or Meghan was briefing via their favourite little mouthpiece, that odd guy Eamon Scobie, that he didn't even want to see any members of the royal family, including the Queen, on their trip to the UK. But I understand grief brings families together.
They're not grieving
times, and
for
I hope
anyone.
that is one of these moments.
They're grieving for their money.
Very much so. It does. It's in the big scheme of things, that's far greater, and it becomes quite petty, and you just have to do that. I had a similar situation with my brother, funny enough, and on my mother's deathbed, it was like, it's fine, and I said to my mother, we're all here with you, and we're all friends. Don't ever worry. And that was terribly important that she knew that as well. Yes, I hope that this is the beginning of repairing, but I'm not so sure that it will be. I think it was a very good and positive gesture, and it was absolutely the right thing to do. But it's purely for the sake of the now, and I think it's helped to repair a little bit of the pain from losing the Queen, and just everybody's feeling a little bit sort of disjointed and a bit lost at the moment. So it's actually quite nice and significant and quite symbolic, but I'm not too sure that it's enduring.
Okay. Then we had Prince William's historic statement, and Angela Levin, I have to say, it was a tough act to follow the King's speech.
I didn't think
who had benefited so much. He talked about the fact that with the world, we've sort of forgotten that because he's got so mature and happy with time. But I think that as maturity his maturity has grown, and that he has very common interests with his father, like climate change and plastics. And it looks as if he's going to really support him. And I think we'll find a lot of things. We saw that.
Lady Victoria Harvey, you obviously saw Prince William Davos.
And it's going to be interesting.
Ingrid Tarrant, what's your take on the development of Prince William?
I'm very impressed. He has a lot of responsibilities now having to bear as a prince, but he more into our generation, or not our generation, sorry, I forget how old I am, but you know what I mean, but still maintaining traditional values.
she got a new
I
mouth.
asked,
Come on.
I wish you luck in your new life. I think it's almost like we're at King Charles's shoulders, really.
There is indeed.
Oh, he had 4 children. I think it's almost like saying goodbye. That's it. So he's only really got William,
Ugh.
whereas
He's
the
got
Queen had-
Camilla.
Oh,
This is the only thing I can think of, them hanging onto each other with him taking his the hand that's available and consistently and constantly taking it and putting it inside his jacket, and look at how much hair he's lost, and just, okay, I've had enough of this.
oh, he's got Camilla, yes. But the Queen had 4 children and Philip. So, you know, there's an awful lot on King Charles's shoulders, really.
There is indeed. Ingrid Tarrant, Angela Levin,
Why did we
and
need to see that
Lady
picture of those
Victoria
two again?
Harvey. So great to have all of you here, and of course you are staying with us until midnight tonight.
Oh, okay.